Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now last episode we actually did start getting some units coming off the production queues and our infrastructure projects and all those TDs are just about done. So we got a bunch of infantry and we finally got some medium tanks which are going to be a mainstay of our army for quite a while. Are coming off the production queue, and I started setting up what I plan to be my defensive lines. Now I don't know how feasible this is. I mean, Stalingrad is where? All the way back here. So the Germans made it that far, and I'm setting up my defensive line over here. So that's a healthy stretch of land right there that I'm planning on and holding on to. Now I don't know how feasible this is. We'll figure it out, and we actually have a double up over here, so we can move these guys around. Don't think there's only a crossing over this way and over that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, where's the fifth one? Maybe right here. Ah, there is a river cross. There's a crossing from this one to this one. And you are heading there. That's fine. All right, so that is a solid defensive line that goes pretty far. And actually, I was hoping I could catch it on the supply map mode. The supply is moving across the screen, but no, can't see it. I missed it out. All right, so you need to go over here. What we're going to do is grab, reorganize, and then move you over like that. There we go. Select this guy. Should have a pretty 40% combined arms bonus. That's the best I have in the army right now. So that's my only regiment of heavy armor right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start grabbing some of these units. And we're going to go attach. And we're going to find a tank corps. There's one right there. Oh, my puppy's sad because I'm talking, but it's not to her. I'm sorry, Penny. Attach to tank. Attach tank core right there. We need one more attached to the tank core right there, and these guys. Boom. So let's redeploy these guys closer to the front. All right, had to give the puppy some quick love in there because can't stand the sound of her just sitting there whimpering. All right, some new infantry that goes to this one. TDs. I think all the tanks got their TDs, so they were just going to cavalry. There we go. Anything interesting on here? All right, so let's take a look at this. News and politics, heroic tales, and entertainment shows. I don't remember what the strategic effects are. So we just need to... When do we get this? Is it war with Germany? Has the modifier patriotic war. Broke province controller is a member of the Axis. So basically after Germany attacks. Let's see. How do you get this stuff? Detroit controlled by the Soviet Union. Interesting. Let's see, railroad. Oh, okay. Entertainment show is consumer goods during wartime, consumer goods during peacetime. Entertainment show is money and consumer goods during wartime. Why would you do this when you could do this? Oh, that's... I didn't realize. All right. Heroic tales is territorial pride and organization. This is ruling party support and territorial pride. I feel like heroic tales is the Soviet way of doing things. I mean, our unity is already 100%. Yeah, let's do heroic tales. Heroic tales, boom. Because increased territorial pride later on in the game. So I think we need more garrison units to really complete our defensives in here. Also, boom. Study for... We're going to do that. Yep. We need this. Now that'll give me 2 mountain cores in here. Or where is Moscow? Where is it? I don't even see it on here. Here it is. Or at least I thought it would. Maybe they'll show up tomorrow. They'll show up on here somewhere? Color me confused. And they should be mountain cores somewhere. Mountain rifle core. Whoa! Whoa, you're way over there. You are way the hell over there. Alright, so these mountain cores are going to get these guys. These guys are going to attach to the mountain cores. Oh, actually, go to tech. And... this is not what we're looking for, but we do want to do that. Make sure we get all those in there. Actually, grab everything because we're almost in 39. So, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Supply production. That's good. Was looking for. Is it in here? Here it is. There, we can get rid of that. Naval, Air Force. All right, we're good. We're good. IC's ticking up slowly. Every now and then we get a little boost and get a little bit more. So we actually do have a little tank corps here. No tank army, but we have a tank corps. And it's led by our amazing T-35 multi-turreted monstrosity tanks. I mean, they're not that bad. These guys actually have a greater, or maybe 40%. No, they all have 41%. We could actually upgrade the recon. Tank destroyers can stay as they are. I mean, nobody should be upgrading except for maybe some of our infantry right now. Infantry standard branch upgrade, which is super important. So yeah, we're gonna let that ride. Do I want to use the Pripyat marshlands as a bastion? Because marshlands are like impossible to attack into. Well, it's very possible. It's just gonna get everyone killed doing it. Anti-tank guns. Great War Analysis. Engineer Strength Increase. Expand an airbase. Yes, we're going to do that. Non-aggression packs are expiring. We got small heroic tails. Alright, so infantry still coming off the production queue. Actually, when this next one finishes, I want to check on something. How many we got here? 4? Okay. We got 4. So that means we can grab one of our cores. Move them down here. Accept. Oh, who is this? Longest lived and most influential of Stalin's. Sorry, it's early in the... I was complaining yesterday that I couldn't talk because it was late at night. Now I can't talk because it's early in the morning. And you can see right down there. Wheeling the most substantial influence during and after World War II. Simultaneously in vast sections. The Soviet state served as de facto marshal of the Soviet Union, command of NKVD field units responsible for anti-partisan operations on the Eastern Front during World War II, as well as having acted as barrier troops in apprehension of thousands of turncoats, deserters, cowards, suspected malingerers. Apparently, it's Soviet Himmler. Minister of Security. So this is until February of 39. National revolt risk goes up by 12. We are going to lose 5 dissent. We have 0, so that's a bummer. We're going to lose 8,000 supplies, 350 manpower. Controls NKVD until the end of the game. And revolt risk goes up. So my revolt risk is going to go up by 16. Oi. So we're going to have little rebellions creeping up to worry about. So these guys just... Yeah, those ones just materialized in. That's NKVD attachments and transports. So I guess what we could do is, I don't know, look at... What I generally like to do is put these kind of guys in... Are they actually attached to these? They are. Well, some of them are. Well, no, they are. Alright. In cities, generally. I just find that makes things simple. So I just grab some units and move them around. Alrighty, let's see. Here. And I'm just kind of picking a direction and sending guys down that way. There. Going into the Caucasus. There. And just filling up the cities. I don't know why I do it this way. I just do. I feel like it makes sense. So that's the way we're doing it now. And there's one more. How about there? Alright, that works. All those units will move around, disperse out, do a little rebel suppression. Let's actually speed this up. Oh, they should be quick, right? They should be relatively zippy. Relatively. NKVD units and trucks. Yeah, already got rebellions. Oh, okay, and we got someone heading over. Well, you're right here, so how about you go? You go, you do it, you deal. Come on, political map mode. There we go. And we just lost our officer ratio because... Oh, we just... A bunch of, like, 350,000 men just spawned in. No, not that many. We lost 350,000 men power, but only a few thousand... Maybe 100,000 spawned in. It's like, I want to get our tech up, but... At the same time... God damn it, we're only bringing in 54 new officers a day right now. And now we're at the point where we're... Ooh, fighter proto... Oh, okay. I remember the game liked to crash when I hit this button, so let's give it a save. Let's give the game a save. Alright. Alright, and production, and oh, no, okay, it didn't freeze. Alright, so upgraded I-16s of the Type 5. I believe those... I mean, I'm not sure. I'm pretty out of date on Soviet stuff, but I think those had 4 machine guns as opposed to 2. There were a lot of different types of I-16s. A lot of different types. There was 20-something different types of I-16s. Alright, so let's look in here. And we got all these cores. Got some tanks there. We got these. Why don't we start using these guys as core level commands for our garrison units. My dog getting into trouble. I don't know what she's doing. Hear noises and I don't see anything. I don't know what's going on. Thing was strategically redeployed. No, these guys aren't strategically redeployed. They're just regularly moving. Oh, I don't have to worry about it. Balls. Balls. Anybody down here? Nope. Alright, so when this guy's done with this, he'll move over there. Keeps wanting me to do specialist training. I'm not doing specialist training. Alright, that should be the whole thing. Good. 71,000 men in there, and that should increase later. And I don't think we're going to be able to attach that to an army there. Nope. Right there. So what we're going to need to do is create another army. Pop them right down here. Just knocked my pop filter. Hopefully that didn't pick up. And yep, there. Now what we're going to need to do is get an army group. That's a naval HQ. This one's for Leningrad, so why don't we send it up here? Northern Strategic. Actually, let's leave it up there. Trying to get these at least. Maybe it's Kharkov. Not exactly the right area, but close enough. We'll use the Kharkov military district. Oh, super slow, so you're gonna move. You're gonna move quick like a bunny. Well, even strategically redeploying them is not exactly quick. Right, more infantry, boom. So, infantry are going to start coming off, and they'll start doing the tanks. And now what I think I'm going to want to do is more of those garrison divisions. Let's give it a pause. What we're going to do is heavy AA, anti-tank, heavy arty. We're doing infantry attachment. We're going to do garrison. And what else? What is on here that's 144 days? It's not this. It's not this. It's not that. Heavy arty. Man, that's the only thing that makes it take a long time. If I did medium arty. God damn it. Recon? A little bit of recon. Do they need recon? Not really, but I mean, that's not too bad. It doesn't really increase it by much. See, that's the thing. If I take off heavy arty and I put on medium arty, it knocks down the production time by like 40%. So let's do that. Garrison units. They'll be really defensible units. They're going to be really good. Road network, very good. Actually, let's look at our practicals. So, infantry practical, really good. Or theory and practical are really good. Armor is actually really high as well. Arty is really high. Aeronautical engineering is really high. Construction's good. What is this? Mechanical engineering's good. So all of those, so we will be able to produce this stuff at a crack pace, at least in theory. Now, is that national? Yes. Finally got our medicine up to scratch. I feel like this is definitely something that needs to go to the top of the list. Oh, it was actually almost done. All right, so let's just continue on here. It's almost time to start preparing. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to have to help Germany. Well, I don't have to. Report 170 million to Stalin. So it would have been shot. Okay. Lose to dissent. I mean, we're going to be fighting at such a reduced capacity because of the officer ratio right now. We got to get that up. But there's more purges coming, aren't there? That's the thing. I mean, we did the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, but I'm pretty sure there are more. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. I wonder how many men I have over here. That's not that much. Not that much to worry about. Definitely going to want to start cranking out more infantry. But I do have them on. Oh, well, we're doing pretty good on that. And these guys build pretty damn quickly, if I do say so myself. Actually, why don't you stop right there? Then you can attach this guy. And you can attach this guy. Kharkov Military District. These guys need a command structure. So we're going to get you down here. Like that. Very good. Get him down there. And what we're going to start well, it's basically going to be one big theater here and then a theater for up here, I think. Better ground crew, tech, air. Boy. All this tech is so far out of date, but keeping it on here is going to really drain. Let's make sure tactical and fighter is on there. And then take the rest off. Save room on the tech queue here because we got so much to worry about. Actually, that one's about to finish. Ground crew training. That just kind of got it up to close to current tech. Not all the way. Ooh, first tanks are finished. Get down there for me. Nice. These are just BT-7s, but still. I can't wait till this is finished. see, let's look at revolt risk. I mean, these guys barely make any dent in it. It's so high. Well, 8 is bad, but it's not as bad as it was when I was first playing as Germany. Production, or no, tech. We're going to go national. And we set this, and then make sure it goes back up to the top. I mean, there's 24 levels of basic education. We definitely got to get that. And advanced requires at least level 5, so when is that going to finish up? That's going to finish in August of this year. Oi! Man, that's frustrating. It's just all over here for some reason. Did our little... Oh, these guys, I was saying, where'd they go? They're trains. I figured they'd move a lot quicker than that. Expanded airbase, start production. Definitely getting any expanded air bases that it's willing to give me. Alright, what is this? I'm not even going to try to pronounce these. Biaklaskia, something like that. Stationed near the town of Chita, the Far East region. So I guess we're motorizing a cavalry brigade. Cavalry regiment. I always say brigade. I don't know why. Regiment. So these guys, what I'm going to try to do is extend it up here, and then we're going to go through the woods and forests. What we should probably do is try to scoot it over this way like this. And try to keep Leningrad, like at least the outskirts, because what do we got? We got forests, marshland. Should be relatively decent to defend, but try to keep that line. I don't know if it's feasible. They might crack wide through it. I don't know what it's going to be like when Barbarossa starts, but I know it's going to be bad. I know we're going to take a huge organization loss. Massive organization loss. Oh, these are... Scheisse. These are detachments. That's what's wrong with these. I was wondering why there was a size discrepancy in some of these guys. These are detachments. They need to get upgraded to full units. Are all these detachments? No, they can't all be detachments. No, that one's right. That one, that one, that one. Just go through the line real quick. I guess it was just those ones Oh, there's one. Garrison. I still expected them to be bigger, honestly. I got 2 there for some reason. Alright, there we go. Well, this guy can come hang out. Well, let's double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's fine. I don't need one right there. Right, let's move you up here. Redeploy. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Are we actually... Yeah, we are actually outrunning the bottom of the production queue now. And more stuff is about to actually finish and come off the queue. So we might as well start adding some stuff on. Let's go back to division. And what does a Soviet tank division look like? Alright, I like that. I like that a lot, except for the motorized infantry attachment. What I would do is take it off and just do straight up motorized infantry. And arty, it's single arty. Well, these guys need to move. When replacing it with medium arty, it's not going to affect the movement speed at all. All right, let's throw that on there. More tanks, because this one's about to pop off. That one's going to pop off in March. These guys will only last till April. And then they'll get fully upgraded. And then, okay, we're already starting working on those. Good. All right, there's tank. Boom. Some infantry. Boom. We got 4 there, so well, we could start attaching them. Oh, actually, 3rd Army, yeah. Never built infantry tanks as Germany, but definitely building them as the Soviet Union. All right, that's everything, right? 4 there? Got 4 there. Good. Nice. I'm happy with this. Well, what's nice about the Soviet Union is those construction practicals, in theory, are really high. So industry advances, nice. The construction times are really good. Really good indeed. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, I bet you guys can't wait. Can't wait for stuff to start really popping off for some combat. I can't wait for it either. I can't wait to see what happens. Lost low popularity. No, we lost the effects of medium popularity. Ooh, nice. So this should affect like these units here. Right? Right? Or not? The tank destroyer, it affected the tank destroyers? But not the actual armor? Ah, color me confused. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright, so the garrisons are coming off. Oh, those are going to finish pretty quickly, too. Yeah, I specifically designed those to not take 144 days, to take like 80 days. And then we got more tanks coming off. And then what we're going to do is once we start overrunning the bottom of that production line again, what we're going to do is add on a ton more infantry. Just start cranking out the infantry. Oh, I know Penny. I don't know if you can hear Penny whining in the background. All right. So with the dog whining, we are going to end this episode right here. If you have enjoyed it, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys next time.